Can you imagine being so fucking broke that you force yourself to talk to somebody that you are not attracted to? Shaquille, they're just joking. They're not joking. We've seen it before. You don't want to work so much that you are willing to date somebody you're not attracted to? You're that much of a bum.
Yo, what is going on, guys? Got a video for you here today from Alpha Central titled "Women Are Panicking as Men Keep Avoiding Them in Public." It is no wonder, by the way, why men are avoiding women in public. Everybody seems to understand why, except the women themselves, who are out here crying because men are not approaching them anymore. Let's jump into it.
I need a partner who is looking to lead, who can respect a strong woman. And I'm not looking to go 50-50.
You want a man, he got to pay it all.
Yes, I've worked hard my entire life, and I'm ready to have somebody take
lifetime.
care of me.
Yeah. Oh.
She wants a man to lead, but only on her terms. That kind of logic can only exist in the head of a modern Western woman.
Everybody who is watching me get air in my tire as a woman, letting me do this by myself, it's crazy.
She honestly thinks that she deserves a medal for putting air into her tire, as if that's somehow a complicated task that can only be completed by the patriarchy.
What are you doing?
You got it, right?
No, you asked me here.
But you're the man.
I paid for the first one.
So?
You're paying for it. You're tripping, bro.
Are you serious?
Pissing me the
Are you seriously not paying?
What? Bro, you asked me, or I already hit too. You tripping.
Modern women put so much weight into this idea that a man's masculinity is tied directly to the size of his wallet. That's why they freak out when men are very quick to correct her ignorant thinking. Normalizing the shaming of men just because your legs are tired on the subway is not only dumb, it also shows this woman's entitlement. Subway seats are first come, first serve, as it's always been. That doesn't change just because her feet hurt and because she's a woman.
I'm gonna get yelled at for saying this, but princess treatment isn't romantic. It's a socially accepted way to avoid being an adult in a relationship. We have raised generations, including the Disney girls, on love means someone is gonna come save you. That's not a partnership, that's just a kid. That fantasy might have kept you safe, but now as an adult, you're not dating your mom or dad. You don't need to fantasize about someone coming to get you. In a healthy and secure relationship, no one is anticipating every single one of your needs without you doing that to them. Because psychologically, it keeps you stuck in arrested development where you continue to act like a child with your partner. You're not growing, you're outsourcing responsibility.
Women who demand princess treatment are absolutely insufferable. They think that it's the man's job to cater to their every whim and think anything less is toxic, and it shows men that they are lazy and entitled.
What actually builds a healthy and secure relationship? Reciprocal care. Not getting upset with the person that you're on a date with because they dropped you off to go in and check into for your reservation, and you're now seeing that as, that's my masculine, he should be doing everything. No, baby, you also need to contribute to the relationship. You might be a princess in your own and everybody else isn't, expecting everyone that you date to treat you like that is only going to keep you single longer than you need to be, or you're going to get somebody who is performative and not actually there for true fucking care.
Modern women think that the perfect relationship is effortless on her part, but that's only because she expects the man to put in all the effort while she just shows up and stands around.
I want to know, have men decided that they're not going to hold the door open for women anymore? Because I can't tell you how many times I have gone into a store, the man was going in front of me, he saw me coming behind him, and he opened up the door, but didn't open it up for me and the door hit me. Or he was coming out of the door and didn't hold it open for me to go through it, and the door hit me. And this has happened multiple times. So I just want to know, have men decided that they are just not going to hold the door open for women anymore?
Some crazy women see men opening a door for them as benevolent sexism and a microaggression. Lady, I'm not taking any chances. You could be one of them.
Even if a man holds the door open for a modern woman, she won't even thank him out of politeness. She thinks men opening her doors is part of the bare minimum of how society is supposed to treat her.
Do you think chivalry is dead?
Yeah, but maybe I just haven't been around the right guys.
To quote the great Dave Chappelle, he says, chivalry is dead and women killed it. Certainly, I think social media, dating apps have played a big factor. But I think that when it comes to like who should pay on the first date, guys doing these sort of traditional things, like a lot of women seem to just blithely assume that traditional gender roles assigned to men are something that they are entitled to the benefits of by magical default, instead of it being something that women have to help culture and nurture for it to be there for men.
Men are expected to adhere to their roles as protectors and providers, but modern women believe they don't have to provide anything, that they can act single and disrespect this man, and somehow that's equality.
If you want traditional treatment, you ought to be a traditional woman. If you're not a traditional woman, you cannot expect traditional treatment from men.
I have to argue with that. Like, I think I'm a traditional woman.
Are you? I mean, you said
think
you've
I
had like,
am.
what, 30 plus previous sexual partners?
I don't think that has anything.
You say you're what, like 33 or something?
34?
I ain't none. Don't listen to them.
Yeah.
You're doing great, girl.
I mean,
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like, I go to church every weekend. I'm like very spiritual. I know what I want. Sometimes you haven't met the right person yet, and there's nothing wrong with you.
The guy who is encouraging her behavior is a spicy content creator who records his wife having bedroom fun with other men. He's not exactly an authority figure when it comes to relationships, in my opinion. Modern women would rather risk their safety and the safety of their pets to try and be spiteful instead of just admitting that there are some jobs that are better suited for men.
Nothing will make me lose respect for a man faster than to be in the presence of a man and he see me struggling as a woman, or see any woman struggling, and he won't even take his hands out of his pockets or lift his hands to help a lady. Zero respect for men like that. I was just now in a setting struggling to lift an office chair that was really heavy to get it from one place to the next place.
This is the type of woman who will talk about how she's strong and independent, but apparently that line is drawn when she needs help to lift something heavy, which just proves that she's neither.
And I had to lift it and carry it a short distance. Two men stood by in executive positions and watched me struggle to lift that chair and watch me struggle to carry that chair to where it needed to be to return it to less than, it was a very short distance back to its proper place. Zero respect. I have zero respect for men who will watch a woman struggle.
The thought never once occurred to her that she could have asked those men for help, and if she did it respectfully, they might have actually helped her, but she decided that her victim mentality was more important than actually being practical.
So, like, I fear men today don't want to be the providers. They don't want to do this. That's the whole problem, because it's like, I feel like a man should be doing this, and when you bring that up to men, they get very upset and they're like, you're after my money. And it's like, I'm really not. I have multiple jobs, but like, I do feel as a man you should be bringing that to the table.
So in other words, she wants a man with money, but refuses to admit that she wants a man with money. But what she forgets is that if she wants a man to provide, she has to give him a reason to want to provide. It's that simple.
So the problem is men just don't want to do this today. They don't want to provide a nice life for a woman. They feel like they don't have to. So then people like me, I'm working multiple jobs and I don't have time for men. I don't have time for that, because then they get like, you don't have time for me. You don't cater to my needs. Are you paying a bill? Are you helping? I didn't think so.
Men are more than willing to take care of a woman who's taking care of him, but if a woman needs to complain that men are not paying her bills, then she is incapable of taking care of the men that she's shaming.
A man who isn't thrilled to spend money on you or to do something that makes your life easier or do something that makes you happy just doesn't like you that much.
Yeah, a man that doesn't want to spend money on a woman doesn't really like her. Just like how a woman who always wants to spend a man's money doesn't really like him. Funny how that works.
Modern women have been raised to dislike men. In their eyes, a man is only as good as what he's willing to do for her, and that usually ends up being measured by how much money he's willing to waste on her, which is just ridiculous.
The universe will reward me. And once I get that money, I will happily give her some money.
Wait a minute, the universe just told me something. Wait. Oh, okay. The universe just told me to ask you, do you have a plan that you've written down? Yes. Like a 5-year plan?
Oh, yes. That's part of manifesting. You have to write everything down. You look at it, you meditate, you journal, you vision it in your mind, and then you make it happen.
Am I the only one who's curious as to how the subject of a woman believing she'll manifest a whole bunch of money has been brought up in a courtroom in front of a judge?
And to be honest, all these things she's saying about me, she's making me sound like a deadbeat. Because part of my content that I make for my 50,000 followers is clean up with me content. So I film myself cleaning up. I do like a 10-second tidy. So why is
10-second tidy, 30 days, you have to be gone.
No, because I then need $5,000 then.
Eviction notice, okay, is going to go in effect in 30 days. You have 30 days to leave. You understand that?
Excuse me?
You have 30 days to leave. Do you understand that?
The argument is that she shouldn't be evicted from her home because she's trying to make it as a social media influencer. These women will do anything to try and get out of actually getting a job.
What are you doing mowing their lawn? Come mow my lawn. Nobody comes to my house and me. I never get handouts.
Where's your husband?
Not around.
What do you need done over there?
Mowing, and I got a bunch of sticks to be picked up and took in.
You need the trash picked up too?
Yeah.
She might have gotten him to do all of those things if she offered to pay him some money, but she thinks she's entitled to a man's lawnmower simply because she exists.
Why can't men be supportive of women? Why not? Why? I don't... God, seriously. Is it ego, jealousy, control, envy? Like, what is the reason for this? I don't understand why men can't, like, be supportive of a woman who has done very well for herself.
Men don't care about that kind of crap. A woman doing well for herself means absolutely nothing to them. In relationships, these women are some of the worst because they will walk in thinking that they are better than those men because she makes more money.
I did a video that pointed out that in the United States, there's 8.47% of people that are making over 100K are women. There was an updated study in 2023, and it's 12% of those making over 100K are women. And the amount of men in my comment section that wanted to do everything but be supportive astounds me.
It's funny watching these women have massive meltdowns because of internet trolls. She honestly thought that she could brag about her income and expect everybody to shower her with praise. The internet has never worked that way.
It just astounds me. And then they wonder why they're not in a relationship with a woman or a female. Why women don't want to be in a relationship with them. Like, am I on like poor talk? I don't understand how I've gotten to the point of being in this side of TikTok where men are so discriminatory against women. Like, I have done very well with myself in my career, and men want to call out and be like, well, women wanted careers. You didn't want to be a housewife. You didn't want this, and look at where it's gotten you. Now you don't have a man.
These women love to complain about their videos getting on the wrong side of TikTok, quote unquote, even though there really isn't such a place. And she's mad that men don't want a masculine woman who gets furious the second someone disagrees with her. Here's what's really messed up. Even if she did change her tire, she changed it with the intent of proving that she didn't need him. That's a massive insult to any man in a relationship, and it just proves how little respect she actually has for the guy.
See this? Do you see all this?
So you
I'm
think
not paying
that you
no
just
bills.
giving me your body means that you live for
Yeah,
free?
look.
You got these shoes right here, right? We could take them back to where I got them. It's
No, we're not
$12.50.
taking my stuff back.
That's basically rent right there.
That's for my feet, not for the rent.
So you're gonna pay $12.50 for you to walk on something rather than live somewhere?
Yes,
that's
duh.
That's what you think.
It's fashion. It's fashion over everything. The man pays the bills and I buy lavish things. What do you mean?
I'm eating ramen so you can have those on your feet.
Okay, ramen's good for you.
Instant ramen is most certainly not good for you. It's what you eat when you can't get anything else, but apparently fashion is more important than bodily health these days.
It's healthy, right? It's good, right? You eat it every day, right?
I'm asking you, can you just pay the bills
I
this month?
said I'm not helping paying the bills.
I will cook,
I don't do
clean,
that.
I will do everything that your job is.
Do you see this? Do you see all this?
So you
I'm
think
not paying
that
no
you just
bills.
giving me your body means that you live for
Yeah,
free?
look. Like, isn't it like lavish? Like, you can help pay the bills, take out your savings, pay the bills. I'll help clean the
I gotta
dishes.
dig the dust out my pocket so that you can live good, right? Right? That's what it
Duh,
is, right?
that's what you're here for.
If a woman walks into a relationship and the list of things she requires all begin with I'm not or I won't, then she has already made it clear that she has nothing to offer a man, and she's probably been with like 50 dudes before this.
I'm not worried about
So you want to cook, you want to clean, you want to do all this stuff that a woman does. You're sassy. Like, I'm gonna go find me a real man.
How am I sassy?
Because you don't want to pay bills instead. You want to cook and clean. Like, be so for real with yourself. Like,
if that's what you want to do, then
I'm gonna go find me a real man. I don't care.
At this point, that dude needs to cut his losses and call her bluff. Let her go find that real man, in my opinion. Even if she finds one, which she won't, by the way, she'll be miserable because that real man is actually just a simp.
If you're a man and you watch me struggle with the carry on in the overhead department and you don't offer to help, jail. What is wrong with you?
Not only have men been told to never bother a woman for any reason, airlines have told men never to touch anybody's bags for any reason. Men are not going to break that just because the women overpacked and can't lift her own suitcase.
Okay, I have a question, and maybe this is a stupid question, but that hasn't stopped me in the past from asking my questions. My question here. You know, my brother was telling me about how in the gym, guys don't really approach girls, which, good. Don't approach me. Don't talk to me. Thank you. But so then I was like, if we're supposed to approach guys, how do you know when a guy wants to be approached by a girl?
All she has to do is walk up to the guy and say, hey, and that guy will be very direct with her as if to be interested, but she makes it complicated so she can avoid being rejected. That's all this really is.
You know, like, because girls, we'll give like the little ojitos, we'll give little signs. Like, you know, it'll be like we'll keep looking back. They're like, ah. But how do you know? Like, if you're a guy and you saw a pretty girl and you wanted her to talk to you because you don't want to talk to her, what do you do? Please let me know.
That's the problem with a lot of these modern women. They assume that men operate the same way with hints and gestures, but if you ask any man, that's one of the worst ways in the world to communicate. But anyway, guys, we are going to be leaving today's episode there. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Drop a comment, and I will see you all in the next one. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Peace.